Right now on Thornton360, changes are coming to the I-25 express lanes. How to avoid one of the dangers of winter, thin ice on our lakes and ponds. How traffic lights have changed to make your holiday shopping more convenient. Thornton360 starts right now. Hello and welcome to Thornton360. I'm Lisa Wilson here at Thornton's Oz Gallery. We'll have more on this December art exhibit in just a moment. But we start with the latest from City Council. In a brief meeting, Council recognized Angela Setter on her work on the local licensing authority.
It's a very, very important job, and we really appreciate all of the time and effort that you put into this. And so we would like to give you this plaque in appreciation.
Council appointed members to the Business of Thornton Advisory Commission and the Senior Citizens Advisory Board. They also took action on several items related to the 2017 pay plan, as well as the governmental money purchase plan and trust for general city employees, as well as firefighters and police officers. Council also expressed condolences regarding the recent death of Colorado State Trooper Cody Donahue. He was struck and killed on I-25 near Castle Rock while investigating a traffic accident.
So I want to extend my condolences to the Colorado law enforcement community who sustained another loss last week with the passing of a state trooper. Marks the third officer that's been lost in the last 18 months from this manner. So when you're out driving around, if you see an emergency vehicle that's pulled over, please slow down, change lanes if you can and if it's safe. If you see an emergency vehicle that's driving somewhere with its lights on, please pull over and let that vehicle and that officer or firefighter or whoever the emergency responder is, please go through.
To see the entire City Council meeting, tune to Xfinity Channel 8 or visit cityofthornton.tv. Freezing winter temperatures mixed with sunny days creates dangerous conditions on our lakes and ponds. Some safety tips now from Thornton Fire.
Hi, I'm Engineer Tom Willard with the Thornton Fire Department's Technical Rescue Team. We're here today at the Spratt Platte Fishing Facility to talk about the dangers of lake ice and how residents and their pets can be safe during the winter. First, let's talk about the facts. With the drastic temperature fluctuations on the Front Range, frozen lakes and ponds are never safe. Ice can vary in thickness based on unseen weaknesses, and the ice strength can never be determined by appearance alone. The only safe bet is to keep off. Many people have a false sense of security in believing that since they can swim, they will be safe. The reality is, the cold water temperature can make your arms and legs numb, which means you can't control your muscles enough to swim at all. If you are witness to a person or animal through the ice, call 911, encourage self-rescue, and if necessary, remember the last seen location. Do not attempt your own rescue and further complicate an already challenging scene. Remind young adults and children to never venture onto frozen water. As an adult, set a good example by staying off the ice yourself. And always keep pets on a leash and never throw sticks or balls on the ice for your pets to retrieve. Each winter, the Thornton Fire Department responds to many ice rescue incidents on the city's many lakes and ponds. Please help us to reduce the number of incidents, and remember, the only absolute in ice safety is to stay off the ice. Thank you.
The holiday shopping season is underway, and you're encouraged to shop Thornton first.
For the holiday season, we want to encourage all the Thornton residents to shop Thornton first. We have a lot of options to choose from here locally in the city. You don't have to cross I-25 to do your Christmas shopping. For every dollar spent in the city of Thornton, they actually go to support our emergency services, from the fire department to the police department to rebuilding our roads and many other services within the city. So we encourage our residents to think first about the number of options available in the city of Thornton and shop Thornton first.
This holiday season, you can help your community and your family by making your purchases in Thornton. When you shop Thornton first, sales tax comes back to you in the form of emergency services such as police and fire, and amenities such as parks, recreation, and well-maintained streets. Shopping Thornton first helps to promote local job growth, creates community involvement, and saves time, money, and the environment. That's why it's so important to keep your money in your community and shop Thornton first. Traffic signal timing has been changed for the holiday shopping season. This change will make access to and from your favorite Thornton shopping areas more convenient. Some of the traffic signals that have been retimed include those at Thornton Town Center, Thorn Creek Crossing, Mission Trace, Lark Ridge, and the Grove, among others. On January 1st, expect changes to the I-25 express lanes. Here's Todd Barnes with what you need to know.
For those of you that travel I-25 and Highway 36 these days, you've developed a familiarity with express lanes. You need to know that there will be some changes for these lanes at the first of the year, and you may need to find an additional car buddy. Joining me to now talk about the changes are Megan Castle from CDOT and Karen Stewart from Smart Commute Metro North. Thanks for joining me today, ladies.
Thanks
for having us.
Megan, tell me what's the headline for these changes?
So starting January 1st, anybody who wants to carpool on US 36 or I-25, you're going to need to have 3 passengers. So that's driver plus 2 or more. And that's a change that's going to start January 1st.
Okay, tell me why this change is happening now.
Well, there's 2 main reasons why it's happening. So we need to ensure trip reliability. So whether you're paying to be in there as a toll driver, or you're carpooling, or you're riding the bus in transit, we need to make sure that people are getting a reliable travel time when they're in that lane. And this is helping us with that congestion. The other reason is that the toll revenue that we will be collecting from that is going to help us with the infrastructure costs for adding that lane, and then the ongoing maintenance and costs that are associated with it.
That's great information. The lanes have been in existence for a while. People are kind of familiar with it. What kind of campaign are we going to see to make people more familiar with what's happening?
Sure. CDOT wants to make sure that nobody's surprised when this change happens on January 1st. So we've been working with partners across the region and making sure that we're getting out information and solutions to people, whether they want to try to find a third carpooler, or if they want to try transit, or if they want to use the general purpose lanes. But we want to make sure that they can have that information. So you'll be seeing signs on the highway that will talk about this. You'll be seeing advertising campaigns. You'll see some traditional media. We're going to be working hard to get that information out. And we're also going to be working with Smart Commute Metro North. They're our partner here on this corridor, and they've got some great incentives to help people through this transition.
All right, Karen, that puts you up here. So let's talk about what Smart Commute is going to do to kind of give people some of the resources they might need.
Sure, thanks very much. Smart Commute Metro North is a nonprofit organization that works for transportation solutions, and we happen to have an incentive packet for anybody traveling on I-25 that commutes 5 days a week from here down to Denver or back up through this corridor. 3 options for them. If you're someone who would be willing to get out of your car and take transit, where we can give you 10 free ride pass to try transit on the corridor. If you're someone who is willing to get out of your car and join an existing carpool to make that 2-person carpool a 3-person carpool, all 3 of you will get an incentive of Amazon gift card after the first month and after the second month. A third incentive for anyone who would be willing to get people in their family or people they work with or a backseat driver into a new 3-person carpool. They will each get an Amazon gift card as well. The fourth incentive that we have is anybody who would be willing to take an open van pool seat. We have van pools currently running on I-25 corridor. Very often there's vacancies in those van pools, and we'll give anybody joining a new van pool an incentive to jump into that van pool. Our incentives are available on idrivei25.com. You fill out a small survey. If we can see that you're eligible for this, those incentives are available.
That's great. That's great. So here, this is the new transponder, relatively new, I guess, at this point in time. Tell me what's unique about this compared to some of the old ones that they used to have.
Well, sure. So there's actually 2 kinds of transponders or passes. You can get a sticker pass if you just plan to always ride in the toll road or the toll lane as a single driver, or in the future just with 2 people. Now this transponder is needed if you want to carpool. And the reason that you need that is that you can put it in this HOV mode, or you can switch it to toll. So it gives you two options for using it, but it also allows us to recognize that you're carpooling and to not charge you. And if you want to ride for free, we want to make it as seamless and easy as possible. So get this.
That's great. I'm going to get one for myself, as a matter of fact. I have 6 people in my family.
Oh my gosh. I can also say over 100,000 of these switchable transponders have been distributed to date. So another thing that CDOT's doing to help people through this transition to HOV3 is to distribute these to people who are going to carpool only. We call them HOV purists. If you are at HOV purist, which means that you're never going to pay to use the toll option and you only want to carpool, you'll be able to get one of these for free.
That's great. That's great. Anything else I should ask you guys about? It seems like this is ready to go first of the year.
Well, this is ready to go first of the year. Another benefit that's happened on I-25 and US 36, it started in the middle of October, is that motorcyclists can use the lane for free as they have been, but this time they don't need to have an express toll account and pass. So motorcycles can use the express lane for free on 36 and I-25. If they're going to use the other corridors or the other express lanes or toll roads, they should have a pass or they're going to pay a license plate toll. But that's some great news for motorcycles.
Some great information today about the express lanes and the changes coming at the first of the year. I want to thank Megan Castle and Karen Stewart for joining us. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thornton will host public meetings regarding the new Trailwinds Recreation Center. The meetings are an effort to gather your input and share information on the design of the new recreation center. It will be located at 136th Avenue and Holly Street. The meetings are December 15th at Rocky Top Middle School, January 5th at Carpenter Recreation Center, and January 12th at Anythink Library, Huron Street. Go to cityofthornton.net for more information. The City of Thornton has a new mural. It was recently unveiled at the IMC.
Kind of came to me all at once. Maybe not all the details, but the imagery, the outlining of the tile work even, like it was all, I just sketched it out real quick. And then started doing a little bit more research through the government website for this project. And then it just came together,
I want to dedicate this mural, Maintaining Our Future is the name, as the latest piece of the City of Thornton's public art. And public art is really site specific. And so it's really created in response to the place and community in which it resides.
This multimedia mural project is an homage to the hardworking men and women of the IMC. It is these people that design, construct, operate, maintain all the roads and bridges and tunnels and water supplies and electrical grids. And we as individuals and together as a community benefit from all this hard work and planning. This sort of makes the men and women that do all this work the unsung heroes of this great city.
We really believe that it creates a greater sense of identity and understanding of where we live and work. Because it's really creating this memorable experience for all of us. And when you look at this, if you think about Thornton, it really does capture how we feel about our city and what we do in our city. So thank you, Mr. Garza. Thank you to Tashco and all of our staff for putting this together and making sure that this just really came out so beautiful.
When it all comes down to it, it's really about the people here. I'm trying to create something that relates to that people could instantly get. And I'm just excited that, it got such a great welcoming and people are happy about it.
We're here at the Oz Gallery, where they're currently featuring works by 13 Colorado artists, 10 of whom work and live in Thornton. The exhibit is titled Scenes of Colorado. It runs through the month of December and features artworks that depict the many ways Colorado and Thornton residents express their love of our unique city and state. While at the exhibit, you can vote for your favorite art piece for the city's permanent collection. That's it for this edition of Thornton 360. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.